In our health alert tonight, these dangerously cold temps can turn deadly if you aren't careful out there.
Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joins us now with a look at why winter is the deadliest time of year, plus what you can do to keep your loved ones out of ER. Doctor?
Hi, Dave. Yeah, winter has really arrived in full force here in the Metro Detroit area. As temperatures drop into the single digits and below, a whole new crop of health concerns really begin to emerge. In fact, a recent study found that a person's risk of dying in cold weather is 17 times greater than in warm weather. And why, you ask? Cold weather creates hazardous variables that simply just don't exist when the weather is more comfortable. So it's important to be extra careful this winter.
What type of dangers are we talking about here, Dr. Nandi?
They have all sorts, really. Not only do you have to worry about the more common risks that people know about, like hypothermia and frostbite, but some of the ways in which we try to keep warm and cozy, for example, during the winter, can be hazardous. So, for example, the American Red Cross says that 3 out of every 4 fire-related deaths happen as a result of people using space heaters incorrectly. So some of these dangers are obvious and others less so.
Pretty staggering statistics there. So what are some of the things people need to remember as these temperatures continue to take a dive?
Absolutely. Here's some important things that I think everyone should keep in mind this winter. Cold weather puts extra stress on your heart. If you're elderly or have an underlying heart condition, consider paying someone to shovel for you, Amira. Secondly, be careful, extra careful with candles and space heaters in the home. Keep them at least 3 feet away from other household objects to avoid fires. Also, cover your extremities when you're outside. Frostbite can come on quickly and really without warning. And finally, this is always hard. Practice defensive driving and walking. Give other drivers extra space in the car and keep a low center of gravity when you're on your feet.
And what about hypothermia? You mentioned that. What are some of the signs that cold weather is about to become life-threatening for us?
And Dave, this is really important. Hypothermia is definitely something to be mindful of when the temperature dips below freezing, especially for kids and the elderly and for folks who have lack of access to sufficient heating. When your body can't replenish its heat and energy stores quickly enough, the brain shuts down and hypothermia sets in. And this can happen quickly, extremely dangerous. Some signs to look out for are intense shivering, slurred speech, drowsiness, and confusion. If you see anyone with these symptoms in the cold weather, seek medical assistance immediately. Really important in this type of temperature.
Yeah, sure is, Doc. Good advice as always. Thank you so much. If you have a question or a health concern for the good doctor, you can email him at drnandy@WXYZ.com or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter.